Well, I'm going to have to plead ignorance on this. Well, what is the Patriots breaking news?
I'll get it. Andrew Callahan of the Boston Herald just tweeting, breaking, Patriots right guard Shaq Mason is being traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, per source.
Oh, God, that's too rich. I mean, even for me, that's too easy. That is a alley-oop. That's an empty net goal right there. I mean, wait a minute. I thought Brady's contract prevented you from signing and keeping players like Shaq Mason. Didn't you have to move on from Tom Brady so you could keep players like Shaq Mason, right? That's what I was told. You can't spend on the quarterback because you need to be able to spread it around to your roster and keep good players like Shaq Mason, right? Oh, you mean Tampa Bay's paying Tom Brady the contract he wants and they're getting Shaq Mason too? Oh, I see. So that thing you said about, oh, that's just a complete lie and a myth. It's a joke. Oh, I see. I'm being sarcastic, obviously.
Bedard is pulling a U-turn right now on the way back here. Now they're trading offensive linemen.
I mean, isn't that the irony? Isn't that the irony that you trade Brady because you don't want to pay the quarterback contract so you can spread it out across your roster and have a good offensive line and good pieces across your football team? Yet you don't want to pay Shaq Mason, and where does he go? To Tom Brady's team playing on the contract you wouldn't give him.
29 years old. And we've said our piece about Shaq Mason a time before, but he's been good, solid, 29 years old, under contract for 2 more years. What do you think the return is?
Oh, it's probably nothing.
I see it.
Because my guess is Tampa's taking on his contract. Go ahead.
Phil Perry says 5th rounder.
Okay, that's actually a fine return, and you saved $10 million. What was he going to make this year?
Let me find that out, because Alex Barth, our own Alex Barth, saying the Patriots open a significant amount of space by moving Shaq
Right,
Mason.
I think he was like $10 million or something.
No, it's the same idea with the Bears trading Khalil Mack. It's like they got nothing for him because the Chargers are eating the whole contract and the Bears aren't responsible for any of it.
Exactly. So that's my guess. Let me just, our computers, of course, have to filter through the French software, so it's not loading.
The hamsters that run the internet here.
I think his average annual was $9 million, so it's somewhere in there. It's a decent chunk of change. So they are that does clear room. His in 2022 he had a base of 6.5, and roster bonus of another 8, so that's 7.5. His cap hit was 10, so they're saving around 7.
Yeah.
Let me just do the quick math for you. They're saving around 7.
7.382.
Centerpieces for the wedding.
So that's and that's an allusion to Robert Kraft's impending wedding, which Jones thinks the Patriots are filtering money away from the roster to Kraft's wedding. Just to explain the joke, we don't like to have inside humor here, Jones. I have to explain the jokes.
Sorry,
but to their Patriots' credit,
Jones.
To the Patriots' credit, I would think, better if you're going to move this kind of money away. There's a big move coming. And this is where my head just turned into the lollipop. We've all seen the GIF, the old cartoon.
Who's available from Navy? They can spread that out to all sorts of special teamers.
But if they actually paid for someone like Allen Robinson, all of this talk goes away.
It's true. If they do it, then this stops. The mockery stops. It saves them real money. It saves them cap money. They've lost their starting guard, but okay, you should be able to replace that cheaply, I think. But either way, that just happened. They just traded away Shaq Mason, and it feels like Tampa's taking his whole salary, which is a neat trick because I thought Brady was going to put them straight into cap jail.
That's good for the Bucs too. They had a hole there because they lost Alex Kappa to one of
Carolina.
Cincinnati.
But we're not talking about the Patriots.
Oh, no, Cincinnati. You're right. Cincinnati.
We've paused just briefly the Patriots' cheapness, non-spending ways, and focused on the Red Sox cheapness and non-spending ways.